One of the most important elements about growing a YouTube channel is being able to tell a really good story. But Fun Plays Kids video asked a really good question. Hey Tim, telling stories that is not scripted. That is a really good question. How do you tell a story when you don't know what the outcome is going to be and how it's going to unfold? Reality television does this all the time, and I think there's some tips that we can learn to implement for our videos so we get more views, more watch time, more engagement, and more people loving what we're all about. Starting with this. Amusement parks. Hey guys, welcome to Video Creators. My name is Tim Schmoyer, and here we are all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their lives. And great stories are the best way to do that. I found that channels that can tell really good engaging stories not only get more watch time and higher engagement, but their viewers love them better. They have more return viewers and subscribers go up and up. There's more of an emotional connection with the brand, and the videos I've done that have story elements in them tend to perform twice as much watch time, quadruple the engagement, and sometimes as much as 10x the views. And I want you guys to have some of that same results on your stuff. But even if you don't know where the story is going, how do you tell an unscripted story? The first thing you need to do is follow a really good story structure. Let me give you 7 questions to ask before you press record on your next video. Number 1, who is the character? What do they want? Why can't they have what they want? What is at stake, or what's it going to cost them if they don't get what they want? Who or what comes along and helps them do what they couldn't do before? How did they ultimately get what they wanted, and how are they changed as a result? Those questions form the basis of any good story that people want to watch. And so before you even start recording, when you go into your day, your unscripted day or event or anything you want to tell a story about, just do your best to answer those questions first. Second thing we learned you need to capture plenty of B-roll, because you don't actually know how the story is gonna play out. So you want lots of different options so you can edit it to tell the story that actually ends up happening. Get your belt on?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna capture B-roll for us with the GoPro. This is Hallie, my daughter.
Turn it on.
Bar comes down over our laps like this. About to get started. On our family's channel at Movies, we've learned that one of the keys to selling unscripted stories is having lots of that footage and give you all the options that you have. The third thing to do is, after the experience is over, sit down and just do some A-roll, like a little interview to kind of fill in the gaps of, 1, any parts of the story that you missed, and as it progressed and unfolded, that you didn't capture with B-roll, and then 2, tell the next layer deeper, like what is the person feeling or experiencing, or how are their emotions changing, and get that part in it as well. It's actually exactly how they do it if you've ever watched a reality show like Survivor, for example, is they capture a lot of what's going on, and then they sit down at the end and they have the interviews, and they talk about like the thing that's happening under the thing, as my friend Jeff Arch puts it. It's like the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts, the processes, and things that really fill in the gaps between the captured footage of, but as well as really gives you like the deeper meaning and what's happening underneath the story, right? Olivia? Say hi. Say hi. A common misunderstanding about stories is actually that they need to be like really long, and that is actually not true at all. They can range anywhere from like 10 seconds, so you can go through this entire process for like hours in a movie theater, or you can, like some television series, take literally 80, 90, 100 hours to tell one complete story. So this isn't about length of time. This is about making sure that each of the elements are actually engaged in a part of the story, right? In fact, let's try it quickly here as an example, and then at the end we'll kind of run through it and break it all down. None of this has been scripted. This is all real life with me and my family. One of the most vivid memories I have from my childhood is actually doing a roller coaster with my grandmother. My first time to be on a roller coaster ever. I was terrified, I was scared. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to pull it off. And I actually wanted to bail, to be honest, from the line, but it was my grandmother. So I had to do it. Like, my grandmother can do it, I should be able to do it. I think I was like 9 or 10 years old or something at the time. And I did it, and I remember how I felt when I was done. I just felt really super excited and brave, and that I was able to pull this thing off. And I was glad I went through it, even though I was terrified and wanted to get off several times. It's actually what I want for my kids here today. I want them to face hard things. I want them to look at something that seems challenging and overwhelming and actually tackle it and come out on the other side, overcoming their fears and seeing something that, like, you know, it looks hard, it looks challenging, I'm scared to do it, but I can do it and I will do it. And I want them to have that sense of pride that I got on the other side. None of my kids have ridden on roller coasters before, and they're starting to use some of these all on their own. Hi Hannah, hi Toby, hi Zeke. Easy peasy. We actually have a saying in our house that is like, who's gonna be daddy's roller coaster buddy? And we say that whenever they do something that's scary or look kind of dangerous or intimidating. And this is when I get to find out who actually is going to be my roller coaster buddy. They all usually raise their hand like, me, I want to be dad's roller coaster buddy. But today is where the rubber meets the road. And we're gonna see who it is and who it isn't. You like roller coasters so far? I'm kind of surprised. You're doing good. I think my favorite part about all this though is that when my kids and us as people in general face challenges together, it bonds us, it brings us together, it builds a stronger relationship. And I see that happening with our kids right now as they face even their smaller fears on smaller rides before we get to the big one. We're gonna try breaking the kids in with a little kiddie roller coaster first. I'm hoping that after they go through like this kiddie one, a little roller coaster, that they'll be a little less intimidated to do the actual big one. I still think they're gonna chicken out, but we'll see. Oh, you're too short. You gotta be 48 inches. Toby, you're gonna be too short too. Yep. You're tall enough? All right. You're committing. How you feel?
Terrified.
Terrified? Feel scared?
My heart is pumping so fast.
Really? I know who my coaster buddies are now. Zeke and Hannah. We made it! We're alive! I am really super proud of you guys for doing that. You guys were brave. You were strong. You did things that were scary and hard. You don't want to do it again.
I didn't scream though.
You didn't scream? I thought you were gonna scream the whole time.
I was partly crying. My mouth was ready. I was like,
You did it! High five! My roller coaster buddies! I'm proud of you guys.
I don't want to do that again. I was terrified. I wasn't screaming, but my eyes were closed the whole time.
The whole time?
You
gonna go ride it again?
No!
I think that's gonna be a memory that we're gonna have together forever. We got the big stuff done we wanted to do. We have a 6-hour drive home, so we need to get in the car. In the description below this video, you guys will find an outline of those 7 questions, and I want you in the comments to trace through the story I just told my kids on the roller coaster the answers to those 7 questions. And then if you really want to dive in and learn more about storytelling, I have some recommended resources. You guys can click this playlist you see over here and get started in those top storyteller resources to take your storytelling and your channel to the next level. I'll see you guys over there.